Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Friday episode here of Winning Bets. I'm, of course, Jason, giving you guys free sports picks every single day. And today's daily show has got a little bit of extra excitement, a little bit of extra juice added to it, because now we're getting to the point of when we start setting the table every weekend for Money Making Weekend, we get to have a lot of fun on these Friday shows. We'll, of course, be talking NFL now. We'll, of course, continue to be talking soccer. You've even got some NASCAR to go ahead and add in there. I'm also going to be giving you guys some U.S. Open bets for today. These shows are absolutely going to be electric and awesome come each and every single Friday. And going to do something special on today's show. Also going to do a free giveaway. Going to give a chance for two people out there to win $50 each during today's show, only on the live broadcast, not if you watch the replay. If you watch the replay, obviously I greatly, appreciate that and enjoy hanging out with you guys during the replay. But in terms of the free giveaway, you're going to want to be on this live broadcast if you want to go ahead and get a piece of that, free giveaway. So with that being said, though, we always make sure we start off here on the Daily Show of recapping yesterday. So let's go ahead and do that. And in recapping yesterday, what did we get to talk about? Oh, I didn't put it up here? No, I didn't even talk about it here. Let me get it up here. Slipping on this Friday. See, took the son to school, come back, and start slipping. All right, let's go ahead and throw that up. Sorry about that. Let that lack there right there. All right, let's and doing the recap, because the only thing that was on that recap was awesome NFL game, which Bills Mafia, baby, they crushed the Rams, absolutely crushed the Rams. I had seen it over the course of last season, watching every single Bills game. When that offense gets on a roll, like, you literally can't stop them. Obviously, the Bills did not suffer a punt in that game yesterday. The only thing that stopped them was their own mistakes. Allen throwing an interception, obviously a couple fumbles, McKenzie bobbling one that led to an interception, but they could not be stopped. I mean, they deserved to score on every single possession. It certainly looked like they were. In terms of how did our bets go within that game, well, we cashed Singletary under 12.5 rushing attempts. And if you guys remember from last season, I'm aware that people probably don't tail every single bet I put out there. People pick and choose maybe which ones they like. If you remember from last season, and much like probably yourself with your own favorite team, I'm really good at identifying the spot within a Buffalo Bills game to bet and get cashes. No surprise that we start off this season at least betting into a Bills game 1-0 with the Bills players. Obviously, we suffered a loss with the Rams players. I'm speaking of just when we push the button on Bills players, just like last season, we were profitable and we were successful. Come out of the gates going 1-0 this season. So good one to see right there. And sweaty as all get out. James Cook wants to fumble his first touch. Zach Moss wants to follow it up with a fumble, which is bad news because Sean McDermott will put you in the doghouse. We've seen that with how he treated Zach Moss time ago last season when he had fumble issues. So I was nervous. I thought we were in trouble, but that offense is pass heavy, and you absolutely saw that last night. And then, okay, let's go ahead and mix in Josh Allen's legs to go ahead and with it. So that'll be a popular bet. It won't be one we play every single week, but when it's the right opportunity, we'll go ahead and pull the trigger. So good one right there. And then Allen Robinson, you kept hearing the announcer say, was it Collinsworth or Tirico kept saying, boy, the Rams offense really misses Odell Beckham Jr. Every time they said that, I said, well, throw the damn ball to Allen Robinson. Like, not everything's got to be shoved down Cooper Kupp's way. My God, it was either him or Tyler Higbee, and nobody else on that offense could get a touch. I mean, Coop had 15 targets. The wide receiver in Higbee got 11 targets. Allen Robinson gets one. I mean, he got one and he got another one on the last possession of the game. But generally speaking, he got one, turned it into a 12-yard catch. Throw the damn ball to Allen Robinson. Holy cow, they did nothing but feed those two players, and it was obviously predominantly really, Cooper Kupp in there. They get to get that other guy, Swarnick, or whatever the hell his name was. He was obviously able to pop it with a few catches, but Allen Robinson didn't do anything. That's why we always talk about taking it easy. And NFL Week 1, we think we may know what happened, but you saw the Rams. They had no intention of throwing the ball to Allen Robinson's way, which was shocking. With the Bills, cornerback issues, although it wasn't much of an issue, that pass rush was absolutely electric. I mean, just an absolutely electric pass rush right there. Boy, Von Miller, he looks good in blue, doesn't he? He looks real stinking good in blue. So, obviously, I'm riding the high, coming off a fantastic win. Sucks to not go 2-0 yesterday, but it did feel good to at least go 1-1 and get a cash. I did not put in there the week, win-loss like I normally do. I just wanted, everybody knows I'm struggling. I just wanted, one day of not, reading a tweet that said, you're down a bunch if you want the actual number after these results. down 9.62 units. So down 9.62 units on the week. We're going to fight like hell. We're going to claw like hell. And we're going to do our damnedest to go ahead and get that back. We're up against the wall a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about that when we get to Premier League, of why we're going to be up against the wall to try and get back all, let's just say, roundups, for the sake of conversation, 10 units back. It's going to be tough, but it's a challenge that I'm up for, and I'm certainly not scared of. So enjoyed NFL. I know you guys did as well. I can't wait to move my notes here on the screen and jump into these comment section. I know you guys were happy to have football back. Most of you were probably neutrals and not a fan, maybe, of either one of those teams. Even though it was lopsided, how the hell was that game 10-10 at halftime? I watched it with my wife, and she even said that. Like, she's not a football fan. Not saying I force her to watch it. She watches it. She gets excited, off of my excitement, so she enjoys watching the game. But even she was like 10-10 at halftime. Like, Bills are in control. Yeah, weird score at halftime, but I think the final score definitely reflected, that game. Bills offense dominated, couldn't be stopped. And the defense was a menace all night long, really. That pass rush was really incredible. So, all right, that's how we went last night, 1-1. Obviously, we did not have any baseball bets. Stayed away from tennis all day yesterday. Didn't dabble in Europa League. Good thing, because United didn't do crap. I watched a little bit of that game. They didn't do any crap. So, so just interesting stuff right there. I want to go ahead and throw these up. This is your last reminder, your absolute last reminder. And I put up the Eliminator group. We had 39 people join the Eliminator group. So one person of those 39 is going to take home $200. Nobody picked the Bills last night. So all 39 people go into Sunday sweat. Sometimes it feels good. I always like when you get like that Thursday night win and like you're good on Eliminator and the other, let's say 38 people have to sweat on Sunday. That's an absolute like fantastic feeling right there. But nope. Nobody would pick the Bills, which is not too surprising. Remember, the Super Bowl champs, at least going into last night, were 7-1 straight up in the last eight seasons on week one in the NFL. So no big surprise week one. In terms of the Pigskin Pick'em contest, we've got 36 people in that group. 20 people picked the Bills. Of course, I picked the Bills minus 1.5. I'm all over the Bills last night. So, 20 of us start off 1-0. The other, 16 people got a little bit of battle to do to see who will take home my $25 in opening week one. And if you need that league information, it's in this video description. It's your last opportunity to get in there and get in the groups. After today's video, I will not be giving out the league information ever again. So if you want in those groups, now's your time to hop up in there. All right, let's talk about the free giveaway first. Then I want to jump into the comment section. And then we've got soccer, baseball, NASCAR. We don't have any baseball bets. Those are on payoff page. We've got tennis, NFL, NASCAR, and soccer bets. Here is the free giveaway I want to go ahead and do. And please listen to the whole thing before you drop in a comment. Just so therefore it's easy for you to get your entry in and then also easy for me to grade these per se. When we get to the NFL bets on today's show, I've got one guy to score an anytime touchdown. You get two guesses at that player. Two guesses to figure out which guy I think is going to find pay dirt this Sunday and score an anytime touchdown. I've also got one player prop that I haven't given out yet that you also get two guesses on that player. So within one comment, please, let's do it within one comment. Give me two names that you think of a guy that's going to score an anytime touchdown. And then in that same comment, give me two guys that you think I put an NFL player prop. Whoever gets those right first will get $50 for the anytime touchdown score. And then let's do $50 as well to the NFL player prop. I'll give you a hint on the NFL player prop. I will give you a hint on the NFL player prop. If you've been around here for winning bets on last NFL season, it's not a Mitch Keller, but this dude is pretty much a cash cow. And if you're around here, you know we bet this sucker a lot. We're going right back to the well coming out here in week one. So with that being said, go ahead and drop in those comments now. We'll give the first person who can do it win the money. I'm going to jump in the comments now because I want to see how fired up you guys are coming off last night's incredible start to the NFL season. We got money making weekend here, as Thad points out. Don't ever forget it's money making weekend. And good morning to everybody. Good morning. Yeah, UK soccer bets unfortunately got canceled. That deserves a free bet because Thomas Tuchel gets sacked. Unfortunately, that's what happens with new ownerships. Not one that they necessarily deserved, but it's one that they got. Yes, sir, Tim. Yes, sir. Josh Allen, I'm telling you, I don't know how you're going to stop that. I mean, the Rams had no answers. I'll get to this tennis bet. I do have a tennis bet, so I like where you're thinking. I like where your head's. forgot Stafford. Yeah, Stafford was wearing a Lions uniform last night. Nice. Great to have you, Monica. Love it. Love it. The NFL. This is a loyal football supporter. Monica loves her football, loves her 49ers. Haven't heard from her in months. Glad to hear she's doing well, and look forward to talking to you again, Monica, now that football's here. I know you'll be active in the chats and everything, so look forward to it. And again, hope your summer went well. All right, we've got some guesses. Now we've got people guessing. Cool. So nobody's guessed it so far. You've got until I disclose the NFL bets to guess it. I'm, of course, going to move them to the bottom in terms of giving out the NFL bets. So if you want to, win $50 with an NFL player prop guess, or if you want to win $50 with guessing who I think is going to find pay dirt, go ahead and guess it. Your guesses of Jonathan Taylor are not even in the right ballpark because it's way too damn juicy to bet on Jonathan Taylor. You got to kind of take in mind here of what we're guessing. So, all right, we'll go ahead now and get to those. We'll be able to do that free giveaway here in a little bit. First, let's go ahead and kick off the show. Let's get to some soccer bets. I'm going to go ahead and throw up here the Premier League bets, and obviously, as you guys saw in the comment there earlier on, who was it? Chewy. Was it Chewy? Yeah, Chewy. He said all the UK games are canceled, but I just wanted to show those are the ones I was going to be on. Obviously, you can't bet those, and don't worry about it. That's when I said earlier on the show it may be a little bit tough to claw back and get back our 10 units. Well, because we're not going to be able to bet the Premier League, and that's obviously one of my strengths is betting into the Premier League. So those first four, just sharing, just to kind of let you know how I was feeling about this upcoming Premier League weekend. The last one there is in Serie A. It's Lazio taking on Verona. We'll do both teams to score on over 2.5 at plus money. Look, Verona scored in all of their away fixtures so far this season. Lazio's home fixtures are averaging 3.3 goals per home fixture. This bet is cashed in all three Lazio home fixtures so far this season, and this bet is cashed in the last 2 head-to-heads, and it's cashed in 4 of the last 5 head-to-heads. So all the stats line up for everything that I look for when I look for can both teams score and can both teams cover the over 2.5, and you're going to go ahead and give me this bet at plus money. It's a no-brainer bet. Let's just hope we get the right result. So, unfortunately, that's all we'll do in soccer. Our thoughts are with the Queen and with the Queen's family. I was laying in bed this morning. I pulled my phone out. I go to Flash Score to kind of just look at things, and it said all the Premier League games are postponed. And then I, get on Twitter and you see why. It's because of the Queen. Understandable. We knew that news yesterday. So, learning about that news yesterday wasn't breaking news to me. Well, the wife, I was like, so if Biden dies, I was like, we don't get any NFL on Sunday? Are you kidding me, Biden? And my wife is like, no. The Queen is you got Biden here. The Queen is way up here. So I don't live in UK. I don't get it, but I get it. We got to mourn the loss of the Queen. So we'll go ahead and take the weekend off from the Premier League. So, all right, that's what we'll do there. Let's go ahead and jump into NASCAR. Guys, if you guys want any justification on these NASCAR bets, William and I, we already broke down the Hollywood Casino 400 at the Kansas Speedway. Remember, we're on a nice roll in NASCAR. 3 weeks ago, we went 4-2. The following week, we went 1-0. Then the next week, we laid off because it was Daytona and the big unknown. But laying off did not cool us off because we came right back to Darlington last weekend and we went 3-1 the NASCAR. Albeit we needed a ton of goddamn help to go 3-1, but that happens in sports. Sometimes the luck goes your way and sometimes it goes against your way. And goddamn, we've had enough go against our way. It felt good last week to get that help to go our way and go 3-1 NASCAR. So let's just absolutely stay hot in NASCAR. It's what we've been doing. If you want any justification, go check out that video of this week's Highline podcast. Again, where William and I broke down the Hollywood Casino 400, but we've got 3 more NASCAR head-to-heads. As you can see, got all 3 of these at DraftKings. So it's Logano over Blaney, it's Briscoe over Briscoe over Cendric, and Bubba Wallace over Byron. And again, you can get all 3 of those right now over at DraftKings. If you wait, I've had guys, so I always give the NASCAR bets on Friday's show, and of course I tweet every play at some point. In this case, I will always wait until Sunday to tweet out the NASCAR plays. I've had guys hit me up on Twitter that say, hey man, just saw your tweet, I can't get your NASCAR play. That's because once practice and qualifying happens, NASCAR, the sportsbooks will change the head-to-head matchups. And sometimes a matchup that I give out today will not be available come Sunday after practice and qualifying. I could really give her ass butt about practice and qualifying. Some tracks it doesn't matter as much. Certainly doesn't matter here on an oval here at the Kansas Speedway. So I don't care what these guys practice at Speedway. I hope the guys I pick have a good practice, have a good qualifying. But at the end of the day, it's not detrimental whatsoever if they don't have a good practice or have a good qualifying. So we'll go ahead and roll with those 3 NASCAR plays. Let's go ahead and keep this train rolling. Let's go ahead and now move to those 2 tennis plays. We had a guy ask earlier, it was our good guy Lee. He asked, are we over 3.5 in the Alcaraz-Tiafoe match? I'm basically on over 3.5 sets. Over 3.5 sets is pretty damn juicy. So I went for over 39.5 games at plus 101. I see this the same way you Lee does. This should go 4 sets. This should go 5 sets. There's not much that separates these 2 players. I even like it that the lesser player here in Tiafoe is an American because he should get the crowd, right? Maybe that'll help balance it out. Alcaraz is certainly the better player, the 19-year-old. He should win if you have to pick a winner, but Tiafoe is going to have that crowd. Alcaraz will have that crowd too, just because everybody loves getting behind this kid. He's only 19 years old, and he will have some of the crowd support, but not like an American on home soil. You'll see that crowd lift him up. So love everything about over 39.5 games in that. And then the other one in Kashinov versus Ruud, this is 50-50, and this is at plus 170. The price does not reflect how close this matchup will be. If a guy wins 3 sets to 0, he'll grind out a 7-6, 7-5, 7-5. This will be absolutely close. And not only that, we're getting Kashinov here. He is the better player on hard court. By far, you ain't going to find anybody, I don't think, that's going to debate that comment right there, that sentence. He is the better player on hard court. So form, you can't say either one of these 2 players is better. We're in a semifinal of a major. They're both obviously have good form. They're both playing good tennis. But give me the player that's better on the hard court, which is by far Kashinov, and you're giving me plus 170 on a freaking coin flip game? Yeah, sign me up all day long. So I'll go ahead and do Kashinov on the money line. That one is the afternoon game. And, of course, Alcaraz, Tiafoe, they're going to go ahead and put that one in nighttime. So with that being said, we are 2 of the NFL bets. I'm going to jump in this comment section, see if we've got a winner, and then we will roll into some NFL bets. So let's see what we got. I love the guesses here. We've got Derrick Henry. Again, those were a little 2. Travis Kelce, good guess. We were on Kelce a little bit last season, but not like this one player. Oh, there's the first player. So we've got a winner for $50. It's one of those 2, and both of those players, Chad, you can tell Thad's been around here since last NFL season because both of these players, Gesicki and Andrews, were both players we rode hard last season. So it's one of those 2. So you do get the $50 for that. And let's see if we can get anybody to guess the anytime touchdown scorer yet. I'm scrolling through. We got a lot of good guesses. We've got nothing. We've got nobody. And then Dave asked, was there a password for the ESPN contest? I'm going to put it in just because of the capitals and stuff, Dave, but my comment has the... All right, so nobody got the anytime touchdowns. We're just giving away $50 at that. It's Gesicki. Oh, yeah, you goddamn right, it's Gesicki. Look, we cashed it 8 of 11 bets last season. We put it in against Mike Gesicki. 8 of 11. So not quite like Mitch Keller cash cow, but you put in 11 bets on one player and you get 8 cashes. Yeah, that feels pretty stinking good. So, of course, we're going right back to Mike Gesicki. And overall, though, he cashed this prop that I'm going to give you guys 12 of his 17 games that he played last season. So this one's got a great hit rate overall. We obviously have a great hit rate with predicting out this player. I'm going to tell you how Mike Gesicki is going to cash his over on his receiver prop. But I'm giving more time also to let people guess who's going to be the anytime touchdown scorer. So... we do not have the correct guess on what bet I put on for the player to be an anytime touchdown scorer, so you can still have a chance to get in that entry. What I was going to say about Mike Gesicki, you want to know how he's going to cash this prop? Tua's going to come out and he's going to hit Tyreek Hill or nice and early in the first quarter. Nice, like 60-yard bomb. They're going to run that play again in the second quarter, but this time they're going to slip in Gesicki up underneath of him. He's going to catch him a nice 30-yard pass, add on another 15 yak to that. That is called an easy stinking cash. Dad, hit me up on Twitter. Make sure you drop me your PayPal information. I say that just because it's like ingrained in my head. Obviously, I have your. You've taken my money before. Let's just say the least. So, congrats on picking Gesicki. And once you said Keller, he knew the answer. Yeah, Gesicki, folks. Like I said, we put in 11 bets. And we got 8 cashes. I love the Mo Alley Cox pick right there for a player prop. But anyways, all right, we got to get to it. So let's just go ahead and throw it up. Nobody got the player prop. Unfortunately, we couldn't give away the second $50. But let's throw up these. This is on Rolling the NFL. It's week 1. We think we know what the heck is what. This is how I'm rolling. I'm rolling with the Ravens and the Colts money line parlay at minus 137 over on DraftKings. I'm going to roll with that Commanders on the money line taken against the Jaguars. I did use the promo of DraftKings 10-point payout. So if they're up 10-0, this will still be declared a winner, even if the Commanders don't win. If you're wondering why the hell do I do that, look, when I started this thing about 2 years ago, I justified how I kind of go about it on Twitter. There are a gazillion players or gazillion people out here giving out picks. You got to have something that differentiates yourself from everybody else. Well, my thing is I'll also incorporate all the promos and boost and everything that these sportsbooks want to offer you from a promo standpoint. DraftKings is offering us a promo of if you get up by 10 points, we'll just automatically cash out your money line bet. So if the Commanders lose the game, but if they're up by 10 points at any point in the game, this will be scored a win. So I'm on the Commanders money line, but I think they'll beat the Jaguars obviously anyways. I'm doing the same thing with the Panthers, taking on the Browns. I like them. I also like the Lions on a teaser at plus 10.5 points, and I'm going to parlay them with the Titans just to win the game at minus 108 over at DraftKings. And as you can see it, the one guy I think is going to find pay dirt this weekend that I just think you ain't going to stop him. This dude is getting in the touchdown. It's Alvin Kamara. I thought about giving in a hint on him. You remember he was one of our player props in terms of NFL future last season. Remember I gave you guys 5 future bets last season? We cashed 3 of those 5. One of those we cashed was Alvin Kamara staying under 950 rushing yards last season. So a player that we know well. We tracked him extensively last season as we were monitoring that future bet. I don't see the Falcons stopping him from finding the end zone at minus 125. I think that is a great piece of value because if he starts off early like he does before he gets hurt, there's a reason why we put in that future bet because the dude gets hurt. But at least early in the season, while he's healthy, that will not be minus 125. Falcons don't scare me. I love Alvin Kamara getting a touchdown. And then Mike Gesicki, as Thad said, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Over 30.5 yards. I went back through my spreadsheet when I made this bet late last night. We were paying in the 40 yards every single time. And we were paying around like upper 30s, low 40s for his receiving yards. So this to come out at 30, it's because of Tyreek Hill. But I'm not scared. Listen. Again, 8 out of 11 cashes for us personally, 12 out of 17 cashes overall in terms of hitting this number last season. Tua looks his way. We bet him a lot. We know how Tua likes, throwing the ball to Gesicki, so I'll roll with that. And then the bet I gave you guys earlier this week, that's the reason why there's no sports books. I no longer know if DraftKings is the best price. We're rolling with Daniel Jones over 19.5 rushing yards. Do I add anything to this? Only thing I'll add to this is sports books offering this sort of free promo. Otherwise, I'm just going to take it easy in week 1. I don't need to, get my ass handed to me. Yeah, I mean, look at last night, right? Allen Robinson and that game script didn't go anywhere close to Allen Robinson sniffing the pass. So until we get some data, until we get some trends to go off of, don't take it a little bit light, but it's the NFL. I've won bets like everybody else in the NFL. It's all I'm doing on Sunday. It's all I'm doing on Sunday. Same shit you're doing on Sunday, except for it's a little bit different for me this Sunday. Normally I watch the Bills game from 12 to 3 and then I flip it to Red Zone. Nope. Now that the Bills game is over, I just get to watch 7 straight hours of commercial-free football. How effing cool does that sound? So that's how we'll do it. All right, let me jump into these comment sections. I want to hear how fired up you guys are for money-making weekend. And, of course, we got people guessing the Kamara. Yeah, Monica's on. She says Kamara. Yeah, Monica likes it. Thad likes it too. All right, good. Get on in there. Minus 125. You thought I was avoiding juice? I just said Jonathan Taylor. I'm sorry to throw you off, Dave. Jonathan Taylor is like minus 180. To me, minus 125 isn't avoiding juice. Like, that's just standard. Like, you got to pay just like you go to Target or Walmart. Like, sometimes, like, that's the price. So, my bad, Dave. I didn't mean to throw you off, Dave. I just meant, like, I wasn't doing, like, the Jonathan Taylor level of juice. So, yeah. Nice. Good hit with Gabriel Davis to have that first TD. And then, as Tim says, we'll just go ahead and end the show. Just like Tim wants to wish everybody a good weekend, hey, I want to do the same thing, and I want to wish everybody a good weekend. Enjoy the NFL, whatever your favorite team is. Hopefully they're able to start off 1-0, just like the Buffalo Bills did, and we can all be dreaming. I can't wait to get in here with next week. We can talk about the Eliminator picks. God damn, everybody knows I'm on the Colts. The Colts better win. Like, they blew out the Texans last season, both times by 28 points. Like, the Colts aren't losing to the Texans, right? My Eliminator pick's safe for week 1, right? Everybody agrees. Everybody can nod their head and say, yes, the Colts are safe. Only the Colts even got better. They hired Matt Ryan, or they signed Matt Ryan, however the hell you classify it. I didn't see the Texans getting all that better in the offseason, so I'm on the Colts. Whatever your eliminator pick is, good luck. Good luck. Hopefully we're all sitting here and nobody has to face the music of losing week 1. That's an absolutely god-awful, terrible feeling. So, all right, that's how we'll do it in week 1. Again, good luck. Let's all have a successful, NFL. Don't forget about NASCAR, guys. We are hot in NASCAR. Even if you don't give a rat's butt about NASCAR, you care about money. You probably do. You're watching this show. You're getting entertained, hopefully, as well. Go ahead and tail those NASCAR bets. We're staying hot in NASCAR. Otherwise, guys, enjoy your weekend. Have a good weekend. Look forward to coming back in there with you guys on Monday. All right. Love the comments, everybody. Thank you guys for bringing the energy today. Absolutely love it. So, all right. We'll catch up with everybody on Monday. Or we'll maybe see you on the payoff pitch here in about another half an hour. Have a good one, everybody.